Hey, what's up, furniture nerds? Welcome to another episode of Flat Packs Exposed, the review series, brought to you by Prime Spaces.
Hey, what's up, furniture nerds? Doing a quick review for this 8-drawer dresser that I just put together. And my initial reaction after assembly is that this dresser is awesome. So it is obviously a space-saving dresser. Don't mind the dust that is on the front of it. As you can see here, I'm in a garage and it is quite dusty here. And so this is actually going to be transported to a different location. So that's why it's being assembled here. So it ships in one large flat box, as you can see behind there, and it is quite heavy, so you'll definitely need a second hand or a third to move it. So let's quickly open these so you can see, kind of get an idea of how much space there is in each one of them. And again, there's 8 of these total, so you can see my hand, it's pretty decent sized space, and you have 8 of them. Now the cool thing about the drawer handles is that you can actually replace them. So if you don't like these, which I think these are actually pretty nice, but if you want to replace them, all you have to do is go on the inside of them, unscrew the screw there, and then you can replace them with whatever you like. So yeah, this is the black color, and it may not be doing it much justice because there's a lot of dust on the front, but as soon as that gets wiped down, I'm sure it's going to look great. And so yeah, I really like this black color variation of this dresser. Really classy. I think it meshes well with the handles that come with it. Now, as for the assembly, right now, the assembly took me right around about 2 hours or so, maybe 2 hours and 15 minutes. And the assembly actually wasn't very bad at all. Now, the drawers, because there's 8 of them, does take up quite a bit of time. So what I would suggest that you do first is to build the drawers first. Once you build the first one, the second one becomes easier, the third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, the seventh, and the 8th, right? So it helps you kind of build some momentum and kind of get into a groove as you get into the rest of the assembly. And so yeah, from a mental perspective, I think it's just a lot easier to build the drawers first. Now, when you do build the drawers, I do suggest that you build them on a work table, sort of like this, just because you don't want to be hunched over for an extended period of time. You definitely want to preserve your body. So use like a work table, something like this, to build on. Now here's the instruction manual. This instruction manual is actually good for 2 different models. And as you open up, you can see that they have all of the hardware parts here. So if you want to do a quick inventory check before you get started on the assembly, you can do that. And the manual takes you step by step. And you can see in the top right corner, they tell you exactly the parts that you need for that particular step. And then down here, you can see that they have the parts that, mirror what's up there. And yeah, I think that the instruction manual is pretty straightforward. Now, as you get into building the actual unit, you can see that they start to break down the steps really step by step so that you can't miss a beat. They have these sort of blown up illustrations to let you know exactly how you're supposed to orient things and how you're supposed to twist and turn and lock different parts. So it's pretty step by step. So overall, I really like this dresser. It's got a ton of storage, 8 drawers all together. It comes in a nice color. I'm sure that this one comes in a bunch of different colors that you can choose from. The instruction manual is pretty straightforward. And overall, the assembly took me right around 2 hours, maybe just a little bit north of 2 hours. Now, I did use a drill, which definitely helped to expedite the process, but you don't have to use a drill. You can use like just a manual screwdriver, but it will take you longer to complete the assembly. But overall, I really like this dresser. Go ahead and check it out. I highly recommend it, and I will see you on the next review.